mosques, criminal universities, you already know, crime labs, what you call prisons, jails. You've already heard the note on monster factories and the get out of jail free card. Um, excuse the ums. This is another point. This is about not words. I'm telling you what I know. Because of these institutions, I now have a little monster in me. Something I don't have much use for. But don't get me wrong. The only thing that the monsters are scared of is a worse monster. Keep a chain to the back of my mind, chain to the back of my spine, to be unleashed, to be exerted. Yeah. The song Monster Factory will do the trick. Perfect place to put it. Crime University, Criminal College, Crime College, Criminal University, Monster Factory. I'll make the choice right about now while I'm listening to this. I'll make the choice right now while I'm listening to this. Crime College, Criminal University, Monster Factory, lyrical content, trademark. Points for conversion, necessary notes. In jail. Let's look at the jail process and we'll take it from there. The kid steals a candy bar, a little snack or something, gets caught for shoplifting, goes to juvenile hall, scared to death, never been in jail, never been away from his parents. And that's where the process starts. They start playing games with the kid's mind, scaring them, intimidating them. What they call scared straight, trying to a deterrent. While the kid's in there, kid meets other kids. Kids that aren't beginners. Kids that give him tips on how to handle jail. What to do next time where you don't get caught. So now the kid becomes a better thief. Becomes a little bit harder. Kid comes out, gets away with stealing now. Graduates to something bigger. Gets caught again. This time it's not juvenile hall. They send him to youth authority. What is youth authority? For those of you that don't know, I'm going to tell you what it is. They make you think it's some group home situation or juvenile situation. It is a penitentiary for teenagers. It is a penitentiary for minors. That's what it is. It's a penitentiary for those too young to go to the penitentiary. And inside of here, you learn to be a better criminal, a tougher guy, a little bit more evil, not such a nice is frowned on as weak. So you gotta be evil. You gotta be treacherous. You gotta be tough. You can't be tender. You can't be nice. You can't be generous. You can't be nothing good in this place. Your friendships, your friends are worse than enemies. Okay? And you become a little bit more of a monster. And you get out. Now you're super hard. Hard as any grown criminal. So you graduate and you do something worse. Maybe even kill somebody, shoot somebody, wound somebody, whatever. You got weapons now. Now you turn 18. Now you go to the big house, as they call it. First, let's start with the county jail. The county jail is worse than the penitentiary. The food sucks, the situation sucks, the space sucks, the bed sucks, everything sucks. So you're mean, like a caged animal. You start getting mean. See, it put a person in an animal situation. They adapt. They start becoming animal-like, animalistic, vicious even. Now you done became a vicious animal. Once was a good kid. Now you're a vicious animal. And you even graduate from that to the penitentiary. This is where this is criminal college. This is crime university, the monster factory. This is where monsters are made, or broke, or die, whatever. This is it. In this place, you can learn any crime, any trade of any crime in this place. You can learn any trick of any criminal. You can learn drug dealing. You can learn murder. You can learn any crime in this place as though you went to college. You can learn any evil, devil worshiping if you want. You can commit any crime that you can't commit out here and get away with it, which means you can kill people inside a jail and not do 1 minute. Where if you kill someone out here, you do life. But you can kill people in jail and not get. So it's like way worse. The whole world sprung down. They have trade, they have barter, they have drugs, they have everything. Like the whole world compressed. And it's way more intense. It's hell. Now you're an animal. You're a demon. You're all that. But inside, that little boy is still trapped. And when nobody's looking, he starts crying. Just like a little boy. Starts wanting his mama. Starts feeling lonely. Starts reaching out to people outside of the prison. And this how you know that it's hell. This how you know you're in hell. Everyone starts acting like you died. That's how you know you're in hell. I mean, they start acting like you died. They start wearing your clothes. They start screwing your wife, your girlfriend, your friends. You know, like if you die, well, hey, I'm just looking out after his old lady and his kid. Well, they start doing that when you go to jail. They do everything that happens when you die. That's what they do when you go to jail. If a dead person called, you think they could get through? In the same way we're in jail. No one's answering your phone calls. People don't write letters to dead people. You know, that's how it is. It used to be different. Now you're a monster. Now, if you're lucky to get out, if you're lucky enough to survive and get out, you're not a human being anymore. You're not a regular person. You can't even hardly function in this world. You still have what they call you're institutionalized. In other words, instead of getting out in the world, you cling to the bed or the couch like you did in your cell. It's a little bag of goodies you got from the store beside you near, like someone's gonna steal them. And you do all these same things, and you want to do things the way they're done in jail. You don't like it out here. Okay, in jail you knew everybody. Out here it's different, and on and on and on. Gay stuff, all kinds of things. All right, now you're a monster. You're no longer a human being, and this is what's so bad. These places are called correctional facilities, but they don't correct anything. They don't have anyone on staff to correct anything. They don't have any facilities for correction. They don't even know what's wrong with you or why you are misfunctioning. But so they're fraudulent. They're fraud. Their name is a fraud. Their whole game is a fraud. They're not out to fix anything. They're out to house you for a contracted amount of time, and whether you're better or you're worse. And most of the time, worse, they're gonna let you out at that certain time. They get paid by the head. It's like rooms for rent. It's the only reason they want to stay in business. They don't want crime to stop. They make big money off of it. And so the public, the one that's being swindled, the ones that the frauds are defrauding, believes these places protect them. Let's build some more of them. Crime is out of control. I don't feel safe. Let's build some more jails. That's the solution. You're an idiot and you believe anything anybody tells you. Jail is not going to protect you at all from none of the things you fear. You know what it's going to do? It's going to create your nightmare. It's going to turn that kid into your nightmare. Then they're going to let him out at 12 o'clock at night with no ride and make him walk home. And guess what? He has to walk straight through your neighborhood, through your house, freezing cold without nothing. And he knows how to rob you. He knows how to steal your car. He knows all that he needs to know to become a threat to you. He's standing in line behind you at the grocery store trying to figure out how to pick your pocket or go in your wallet. They don't correct anything. They're creating these monsters. It's a monster factory. It's a business. It's what they do. And they get paid well for it. And you're a fool. Again, you're insane. You'll let someone tell you that something is something else. They can tell you anything. They can make you think anything. If someone can make you think something is something else, they can make you think anything. And that's what's happening in the case of pets, prison, rules, words, life, yourself, government, wherever, television. You're being deceived each way you turn. And to be deceived is to carry a lie in your head. To carry a lie in your head is to be insane. A lie is the opposite of reality. You got that? A, a lie is fantasy. It's not real. It's the opposite of reality. To be out of touch with reality is the definition of insane. So every lie you have and you believe makes you that much more insane. So they're lying. Here's what they're licensed to do. Okay? They're licensed to run. They're licensed to run a sensory deprivation program. You know what that is? Deprivation, to deprive someone of something. All right, to run a deprivation program, to deprive you of all the benefits of being free out here is what they're supposed to run, a facility that deprives you of your freedoms so you can learn to appreciate it. All right, it's a consequence punishment for not adhering to the rules of the land. We deprive you of all the benefits. You no longer can vote, you can this, you're not a citizen, uh, you can't run to the grocery store and get snacks, you can't get pizza, you can't own a weapon, you can't do none of the things that people are out here do to deprive you of everything. Freedom to walk around even. You're locked and you're contained. You're not even free to run around freely. But this program has failed, and it's failed miserably. Because in jail, you can get anything: cell phone, guns, perfume, cologne, drugs, anything you can get out here, you can get it in jail, and you can get it a lot faster and a lot better. Now it costs you more because the world's concentrated, so it shows you what the world is like. All right, shows you how people get something for a penny and sell it for $1 because you have nobody else to call, nowhere else you can go for it. All right, jail shows you all of that. And they're licensed to do this. and they're failing. They're not correcting anything, so they're fraudulent. They're not. They're in breach of charter because they're not depriving anybody of anything. They're actually making side money off giving the prisoners these things. Okay, they're making extra profit. See, they're in this for business. Bob Barker, comb, shoes, all tiles, everything that you use in prison provided by a company. All right, and your talk show host, your game show host, behind it all, dead or alive. Now, how's that? You know, for truth or consequences. How's that for let's make a deal? So, they're in it for money. Anybody doing something for the money, even a cop who's not doing it for the sake of right and he want to be a superhero and all that, you can give them more money to do something different. So everybody's on the take by those who can pay them more money. And the prison can make more money off bringing in drugs and phones and all these things the prisoners need than they can make from their government housing these criminals. So you see how it goes down? It's a business. Now, so they're in breach of charter, they're fraudulent, and the Justice Department is an accessory. Why? They don't offer any alternative to this madness, this place that don't work, this place that's making things worse. It's just all it's doing is making people and situation worse. It's not fixing anything. Building more of them, it's building more problems. Build a factory for your nightmares. So, here's the Justice Department. It's bad enough they're accessory to sending to demanding that you go to a private business. All right, that's worse than PG&E. They passed a law saying you have to do business with this company, a private company. The law says you have to do business with them. If you don't have any power at your house, you can't live at your house. You see what I'm saying? Now here's the law again, supporting a private business. You got to understand that penitentiaries are mainly private businesses out to make money. So, Justice Department, accessory to this. Well, am I not sending you to get psychological help or anything else, but sending you to these places? And on top of that, you're supposed to get a trial. That's the whole purpose of that whole courtroom crap. Admiralty maritime law in my eye. But the whole circus is supposed to give you a trial. You know what they do? Before you can even get to trial, they call you in the back and threaten you with some backroom side deal. And there's nothing in the book said anything about making any kind of deal. This plea bargaining crap is illegal, unconstitutional, and everything else. And that's why it's done in the back room. See, that other plea bargaining thing is when they tell the judge we're willing to accept this, but the actual stuff goes down the back room like a criminal act. You know why? Because they threaten you. The district attorney has now incriminated himself because he's threatened you that if you don't take this deal, we're gonna do whomp 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 to you. Like there's some mafia or something. We're gonna break your legs and throw you in the ocean if you don't take this deal. That's what they tell you. Ask anybody. You can ask any district attorney, any attorney about this, and he'll tell you how it goes down. Ask any previous inmate about any of these facts, and they'll tell you they're absolutely correct. They're absolutely correct. So now they done denied you your right with some backroom deal, and then they done threatened you that if you don't take the deal, we're gonna throw the book at you. You know. Now, if you catch that on tape, that is a threat. It can insinuate we're going to use the full strength of the law on you, but he said throw the book at you. which is a threat. If I threaten to pick up a book and throw it at your ass, it's a threat. It's a verbal threat. It's a physical threat. It's a verbal threat of a physical threat. So they don't even know what words to use to keep yourself out of danger. Just using that words right there says you physically threatened to hit me with a book if I didn't take this deal. It's right there on tape. No, I didn't mean that. But you're an attorney. You're supposed to say what you mean, and you know the power of words and being specific. No, but that's getting off the point. No, justice system then incriminated themselves in this circus. They're up for this big class action lawsuit this good prison's going to get hit with. Justice Department's going to get hit too. Oh, guess who's going to sink them? Guess who's the witnesses? No one's going to believe a bunch of convicts. They're just trying to get some money. They're all lying. They're criminals. They lie. That's what they're going to try. But our star witness, the Department of Probation. The Department of Probation kept record of this little kid who went in for stealing this candy bar. In every phase of the game where he graduated through Monster College, the Department of Probation kept track, kept record, and actually got people who talked and dealt with him. These are our witnesses. They can't burn all the records for every Department of Probation in the nation. So there's documented proof of what they've done. Just like the idiots who came and killed all these people in this country, the stupid fools kept record of their crimes. Just like always, they've always kept records of their crimes so we could go back and try them for all of these crimes. What they did to Native American, all that, they kept records so they could be charged with it. And any family whose money was made off the back of free labor from slaves, anyone who can prove they were one of them slaves can come take their company from them. It's that simple. These class action suits are going to be going everywhere. People are going to be suing the school for making their kid retarded, for giving them mental problems. They're going to be suing people because they took their dad to jail and it caused them hardship out here. These suits are going everywhere. It's going to slice everything up. And anyone who don't know exactly what's all going down is not going to survive. That's what the 2020 report is about. That's what the price tag is about. It's about those who know can survive, can avoid the stampede. They can avoid this apocalypse. They can adjust. Those who don't know, they're dead already. Their business is dead. Like the 8-track tape, the cassette tape, the VHS, and all those people who thought they lived forever. Holly Blockbuster Video, Redbox. These people thought they had something and they were kings. They was at all the parties rubbing elbows, and the next thing you know, they were nobodies. And nobody wanted their stuff anymore. And they're stuck in warehouses that they have to sell. Not the stuff in the house, the warehouse itself. Anyway, that's going to happen to you without the 2020 report. It's going to be to the public free, but that's when everything goes down. Any professional person wants this thing in advance. That's what they're paying for. Now, back to the point at hand. This is for song content. This done went too far. I'm going to have to stop after this note and deal with this. I'm not having this another day. I'm going right to the source and watching me stop it cold. Enough information for right now. Song content, I'll come back later.